Attention passionate Detroit, Lions fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Detroit Lions' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Detroit Lions fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Detroit Lions fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. This is one of those moves that could absolutely redefine the landscape of the NFC North, and who knows, even the entire NFC. The buzz is real, and insiders like Adam Schefter are already talking about it. A blockbuster deal that has the potential to reshape the Detroit Lions' defensive front and set them up for a serious push deep into the playoffs, and hopefully, another shot at that elusive Super Bowl title. So what exactly is going on? Well, it's all centered around Jeffrey Simmons, the dominant defensive tackle from the Tennessee Titans, who might soon be sporting the Honolulu blue and silver. And believe it or not, this could be one of the most impactful trades we've seen in recent NFL history. Jeffrey Simmons, drafted out of Mississippi State in 2019, has been a force to reckon with since he entered the league. He's a three-time Pro Bowler, and his stats are pretty eye-popping when you look at the recent seasons. In 2024, he racked up 6.5 sacks, placing him among the top 15 interior defensive linemen in the league. He also added 10 tackles for loss and posted an elite +0. 18 EPA per snap, which tells you how disruptive he is on every play. His PFF grade of 88.3 in 2024 ranks him as one of the best at his position, and his 2025 stats, although slightly less prolific, still show his high-caliber play. With 16 tackles solo and 2 sacks so far this year, Simmons remains a vital force. His career totals are impressive: 45 sacks, 65 tackles for loss, and pressures numbering around 220, with a win rate of 22%. He's also incredibly durable, missing only a handful of games due to injury, and when you compare him to some of the league's elite interior disruptors like Aaron Donald, it's clear Simmons is in that same echelon of game changers. Now, why is this move so significant for the Lions? Well, for starters, Detroit's interior defensive line has been exposed this season, especially following Alim McNeill's injury, which will keep him out for about 4 weeks. This has left Detroit vulnerable against the run and in pass-rushing scenarios. Adding Simmons to a defensive line that already features players like DJ Reader, who has been anchoring the run defense with 95 yards allowed per game, ranking 10th in the NFL, would be a game-changer. Simmons, with his ability to plug gaps, elevate the entire defensive front, and create chaos in the backfield, could push Detroit's defense from a good unit to a truly elite one. Think about it, the Lions already have a solid defense that ranks around 10th in points allowed per game, but with Simmons, that number could drop even further, making life miserable for opposing quarterbacks and running backs alike. And let's not forget the broader implications. This move isn't just about defense, it's about setting up the Lions for sustained success. With a defense that can consistently get stops and limit yards, Detroit's offense, led by Jared Goff, can be more aggressive, knowing that the defense will hold the line. The Lions' offense has been impressive, averaging around 28 points per game, but with Simmons anchoring the interior, that number could climb even higher. Plus, with a more formidable run defense, the Lions could push their opponents into obvious passing situations, making it easier for their pass rush, including players like Hutchinson, who has already amassed 8 sacks in 2025 to tee off. This trade is also a strategic move for the Titans, who are clearly in a rebuild mode. Sitting at 1-4, and with odds of making the playoffs at +15000 in the AFC South, the Titans are focused on developing younger players and accumulating assets. Simmons, despite his talent, is a prime trade piece, especially with the Titans looking to free up cap space, about $16 million, and rebuild their roster with an eye on the future. The team's offensive line, which has allowed 32 sacks so far, needs rebuilding, and moving Simmons allows them to get some valuable draft picks or other assets that can help them rebuild from the ground up. For the Lions, acquiring Simmons isn't just about filling a gap, it's about making a statement. It's about showing the league that Detroit is ready to take that next step and dominate the NFC North. The NFC is wide open, but with Simmons on their defensive front, the Lions could see their odds to win the conference improve significantly. Right now, they're sitting as favorites in the NFC at plus 150, and with Simmons bolstering their interior, those odds could shrink even more. It's not just about one player, it's about the ripple effect, how this move boosts their entire defense, and consequently, their chances of making a deep playoff run. Looking at Simmons' career, his impact is undeniable. He's been a disruptive force since college, and as a top-4 interior lineman in disruption metrics, he consistently wins against double teams and penetrates the backfield. His pressures are among the league's best, and he's proven capable of taking over games. His sack numbers might not be staggering every year, but his ability to collapse the pocket and command attention from multiple blockers opens up opportunities for his teammates. For Detroit, integrating Simmons would mean more than just one more star on the line. It's about elevating the entire unit to a new level, making them not just good, but feared. And let's talk about the playoffs. This move could be the catalyst that pushes the Lions from being a solid team into a true contender. Simmons, with his ability to destroy interior line play, could be the X factor in critical matchups, especially in the playoffs where every play is magnified. His presence could improve their EPA against elite running backs like Gibbs, optimizing their ability to shut down the run and force opponents into uncomfortable passing situations. This boost of around 25% in defensive EPA versus top-tier backs could be the difference-maker in tight games. Plus, with Hutchinson and other pass rushers complementing him, Detroit could generate a relentless pass rush that keeps quarterbacks on the run and under constant pressure. Now, from a strategic perspective, the Lions are making a statement. They're showing that they're willing to go all in this season, that they're serious about competing for a Super Bowl. The odds have already shifted from plus 2,500 to plus 1,000, signaling that bookmakers are taking notice of this move. The Lions' chances of winning the NFC are now more realistic, and with Simmons anchoring their defensive line, that perception is only going to grow. It's a bold move, but one that aligns perfectly with Detroit's ambitions. They're building a team capable of not just making the playoffs but making a real run, and Simmons could be the piece that finally gets them over the hump. In summary, this potential trade is monumental. It's about bolstering the interior of the Lions' defense, transforming them into a more dominant, more complete team. It's about setting a tone that Detroit is here to contend, to win big, and to compete at the highest level. Simmons' addition would be a statement of intent, a sign that the Lions are not just content with being playoff participants but want to be champions. The Titans might be losing a star, but for Detroit, this could be the start of something truly special. A new era, a new chapter in Lions history, where they finally claim their spot at the top of the NFC and aim for that elusive Super Bowl victory. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Detroit Lions news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Detroit Lions fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you think Simmons is the missing piece to finally push Detroit over the edge? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Lions. This is the kind of move that could define the franchise for years to come, and we want to know what you think. Will Simmons be the piece that helps Goff in this offense finally get over the playoff hump? Or do you think there are still other areas to address? Whatever your opinion, share it. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Detroit Lions news. This season promises to be exciting, and with moves like this, the Lions are making sure they're front and center in the NFL spotlight. Thanks for sticking with us, Lions fans. Your passion fuels this channel, and we're here to bring you all the latest, every step of the way.